me tonight. Thank you for being here, because I'm going to shit on you later.
Hey.
Is anyone here at Planet Ant for the first time tonight? Me! Wonderful! Well, welcome to Planet Ant. We're a 501c3 nonprofit community theater here in Hamtramck, Michigan. That means we do this stuff for not a lot of money, so any money you put into the door comes back right to our shows, right back to the community. Tonight is something a little different. Normally Ants in the Hall is a two-night sort of affair. We get ready on Tuesdays to prepare for the Thursday show. We did that this week, but I've asked my improv-based buddies to write some stand-up. So this is most of their first time doing any sort of written material or jokes that they've written on stage. So if you could give them a round of applause for even trying that. It's very hard. We've got a video explaining a little more about what Ants in the Hall is, so without further ado, thank you for being here and welcome to the Roast of Myles!
We come to Planet Ant for magic. We come to this place to put on a totally different improv comedy show every Thursday night at Planet Ant. The Ants in the Hall create a truly brand new show each week. New theme, new characters, new everything. The Ants create a new show in 48 hours between Tuesday and Thursday. Some of our past shows include wrestling, a rom-com, Italian soap opera, and dating game. Somehow, heartbreak and silliness feels good in a place like this. Partly scripted, mostly improvised, always different. Ants in the Hall. We make improv comedy better.
Yay!
Well, it's Thursday night and the world's on fire, but you got somewhere to go where you can be with community, just enjoying the show. It's in the hall. It's in the hall. Well, it's Thursday night and the world's on fire, but you got somewhere to go. So you climb up down, but you're on the town, and there's somebody you know. You can stay a while and find a smile, oh, just enjoy the show. It's in the hall. It's in the hall. Well, it's Thursday night and the world's on fire, but you got somewhere to go. Well, it's Thursday night and the world's on fire, but you got somewhere to go. I'm your boogeyman.
What's up, you pieces of shit? Get ready for the roast of Myles DeLeeuw! Give it up for your Roastmaster for the evening, resident Big Titty Golf Girl, it's Amie, Burke! And first up on our roster, it's the youngest person ever, Logan, Monson! And it's the pokest pump that ever pumped, it's Wixson! Joining us via video, it's Stach! And just some guy, it's Dewar! And person who gives new meaning to the term Disney adult, it's Kurkowski! And our pink roll for the evening, Giuseppe by Sabaro. And someone who likes Jurassic Park more than anyone else on this stage, it's DeLeeuw. And it's the shortest person in the world, it's Randy Lynn. And the leader of the biggest Colombian drug cartel in the U.S., it's Goldilocks! tell you what his day job is. It's Shaun. Pussy. And someone who's wearing cargo shorts right now is Brinker. And last but not least, it is the focus of the roast tonight. Give it up for Myles, DeLeeuw. And once again, give it up for your Roastmaster, Amie, Burke.
Hello, how y'all doing? Good? That is the worst fucking clapter I've ever fucking heard in my goddamn life. Let's try this again. How are we feeling? Much better. Welcome to the Myles birthday roast with your aunts in the hall. I'm your Roastmaster of the evening, Amie Burke. Before we get into it, let me just say why we are all here. We are here to celebrate Myles, because she is forcing us all to be here by booking the show, for sure. Everyone is scared to say anything, too. I mean, look at John, he's terrified. Well, he's typically terrified of women, so I mean, that's okay. But look at our little Logan. Aww. Yeah, aw. He looks like he's about to strip down and run out of here, which is perfectly normal for a toddler to do. It's okay, it's okay. Even that raggedy bitch, Lauren. You know the one. She pretends to know Tim Robinson, that one. Yeah. Even she's keeping her distance. I mean, anyway, okay, let's get back to Myles, okay? Myles is a terrifying cunt. But she's our terrifying cunt. That's right. Our cunt. Yes. Our cut! Our cut! Our cut! Our cut! That's right! I can do that all day. And by the way, we really love her, so give it up for Myles once again. Our terrifying cunt that we love so much. So without further ado, let me introduce to you our first aunt to roast Myles. That would be Logan. Wait a minute, whoa. I got some things to say. Sit the fuck down, Logan. We practiced this and everything, and he's still super fucking excited, I know. Logan is a part of Gen Z, yes. Now, before we, get you on up here, you young whippersnapper you, this elder millennial wants to clear up a few things, okay? So 1, emojis are not cringe, okay? They are language. Number 2, Limp Bizkit is not classical music. And 3rd, 9/11 was not an inside job, so please stop telling everyone that, okay? Now you must get up here, our promising young man, it's Logan!
Front pocket.
Front pocket.
Figure it out.
Back pocket.
Knee pocket.
So many
Cargo pants on. Stretch the Kurt's cargo shorts.
Yeah, is it Kurt's cargo shorts? Wait. I need all the. No, that's not right. Oh my gosh.
Why do you just carry that with you, Logan?
Does he talk? What is that? Even a DVD.
He thought it was plastic baloney.
Sorry, that was a lot. Amie Burke, everyone. She's our host for the night. Amie, you're a 6-foot-tall goth Satanist with a background in burlesque and tits the size of Dalmatians. You're like a Russian nesting doll full of dominatrixes. I think that if Ashton Kutcher went back in time and butterfly affected my dad into being gay, he would look a lot like Matt Wixson. Matt is a musician. My notes say talented. I do not know who wrote that. Matt put out an album this year. It's called Redacted Memories, and I cannot get over how smart these lyrics are. Like, these are the kind of songs that make you go, you know what? I think Matt could get his GED. John Dewar, everyone! John, you look like a raw chicken wing picked up the nearest hat he could find and binge-watched Real Time with Bill Maher. Lori Kurkowski is here, everyone. The ginger in the dress. Lori is the answer to an age-old question. A question as old as time. What if Miss Frizzle was too Catholic to come? Jen Lee is here. Jen Lee is an amazing person. She is so many things. A wife, a teacher, an artist, and the first thing to come out of Shaun's mouth when you say he only has white friends. Randy, you're so small and queer. You look like you should be the face of Lucky Charms all through Pride Month. Dan Graves is here. He's not on stage. He's in the booth. Dan is a really good guy. He's helped me with a lot. Can I just say, nothing helps me get more relaxed after a long day of work than climbing up onto that big bald head and just curling myself up and resting my eyes, kind of like a lizard on a rock in the sun. Thank you, Dan. Kurt, you look like a 90s getaway driver. Okay, but tonight we're here to celebrate Myles DeLeeuw, who this Saturday is turning 37, and her mustache is turning 29. Myles, I feel like it's safe to say you intimidate a lot of the men in your life. Myles, men are more afraid of you than disintegrating penis syndrome. And it's rough. A lot of us have it. I'm not scared, though. In fact, Myles and I are very close. In fact, we almost had sex once, but unfortunately, I was in a really good place at the time. No, I have so many words. Giuseppe, you're a slut. Goldilocks, you're a drug addict. And Shaun has a foot fetish. Goodbye,
Oh my God, little Logan grew up. Aw, yeah, give him a hand. Our next roast artiste is Matt, yes. What can I tell you about Matt that he hasn't already told you without you even asking? Like at all. Oh, like that simmer? Simmer, okay. Let's see, he's got perfect vision, which is odd because he continues to dress like he just got kicked out of the band on Warped Tour. He's also an ancient gay, yes. Which still does not explain the fashion choices at all, Matt, what the hell? Oh, and he's vegan. You know, that does explain the fashion choices. He's very used to bland things with no taste in and out of his mouth repeatedly. So, welcome the man with no taste. It's Matt!
All right.
So Myles asked us to dress as nice as we felt comfortable to dress. And I'm really not dressed that nice. But the thing is, I've lost like 100 pounds since the last time I wore a suit. Yeah, go ahead, why not? So and now I'm at like the place where I wonder if I can get away with never wearing a suit for the rest of my life. Like I feel like I might be able to. So here's Ants in the Hall, right? Keep it going for Logan over there. Dan Aykroyd's damaged clone. Logan, how old are you?
22.
Because you crave attention like somebody that remembers 9/11. Logan being naked on our show is like Building 7 of the World Trade Center. It's going down with no warning for no apparent reason. Logan is so young, he's named after Logan Paul. I'm so old I don't really actually know who that is. Lori is also here. Lori dresses typically, she looks lovely tonight. Lori typically dresses, sure, applause break for Lori. Lori typically dresses though, like Lisa Frank threw up on an Irish stereotype. And I don't even know if you're Irish. Your last name is clearly not Irish. And I don't care. I do not care. But just like the Irish of stereotypes, Lori has a very dark inside underneath her sing-songy exterior. A couple of weeks ago, I went and bought the cast some ice cream. Everybody knows that I buy everybody ice cream. And I asked Lori what she would like, and she told me, and this is an exact quote, she told me, "The swift disbursement of karma to those who have wronged my people."
That's all right.
It's the Hall is full of diverse talents. We have actors, we have writers, stand-up comics, improvisers, musicians, even a ska podcaster, if you can believe it. And then there's Shaun. Give it up for Shaun. Shaun brings very little to the table, but he's very good at accents and voices, and I can't tell you how helpful it is to have somebody in the show who can say in a perfect accent, "I do not really care for the blacks." But he does it in an accent, and so that makes it comedy. I don't know. Speaking of diversity, John Dewar is here, looking like a silly putty copy of John Ritter. In all honesty, we needed John in the show because like we really wouldn't feel right doing jokes about bigotry and at the expense of masculinity without having the most pejoratively white improviser in Detroit in our cast. So John is like our token privileged guy. He's like our punch-up consultant, kind of. It's like if John feels like he needs to push back on it, like we're in the right direction. Jen Lee is here. Jen, I've known you for very, very long, comparatively. I haven't known a lot of you very long. But I've known Jen for a long time. We were in improv classes together like 5 years ago. And the entire time I've known her, she's found a way to work into every conversation. I'm from New York. And I just found out that it's White Plains, New York, which is practically Connecticut, which we really don't, we are the whitest show. Our only racial minority is from Connecticut, basically. Like, we're the whitest fucking... Kurt's down there on the end. There's Kurt. I've also known Kurt for a while. We've played Dungeons and Dragons together. Yeah. But I've known him for so long, and we've done so many things outside of improv that I don't feel right roasting him. So instead of roasting him, I'm gonna just do one of his own bits.
No.
I'm gonna just steal a whole joke, cause this is straight up like something he did like a month or two ago. He was like, okay, so I've got this idea for a bit. It's Pornhub, but for kids. And so everybody else says, no, not like Pornhub for kids. Pornhub, but for kids. And you're like, no, whatever, no. So that's fucking kids. Speaking of fucking nerds, Amie, our Roastmaster, is right beside me. Hey, you don't get to get cheers for yourself. Nobody else does that. Jesus. As was already mentioned, Amie is a Satanist, which means she collects crystals, but like the tough, evil ones. and votes Libertarian, I think, is what that means, right? I believe it was Gary Johnson. Or was it Ron Paul, who said, "Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law." Oh, no, it's Atlas Shrugged. It was Atlas Shrugged. Okay. Giuseppe Subato is here. That's Giuseppe. Giuseppe is a tall, lanky, fast-talking, even faster-walking, sassy and fashionable homosexual. You know, a character. Giuseppe is an Italian business kingpin, much like his friend, Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi, who passed away this week, as you all, I'm sure, know. So I'm going to give you my condolences. I actually picked up a couple of phrases in Italian, so I could give you my condolences. I'm so sorry for the loss of your friend. At your bonga parties.
Grazie.
De nada.
Perfect Italian.
Randy's here! Randy! Look, you weren't supposed to be here, and I was gonna do a joke anyway about, is Randy here? Oh, Randy's on his way. Because that's what we say about you every time you're not here. Randy will soon be appearing in Shrek the Musical as Lord Farquaad. And that's not a joke, that's very cool. Give it up for Randy doing Farquaad. For those of you that aren't maybe from the queer community, Lord Farquaad is, like, playing Lord Farquaad is like playing Hamlet for people who look like Randy. Dan up in the booth. Last summer, I worked on a sketch show right here at Planet Ant. It was called Bigfoot Unmasked, Hold for Applause. It's fine, no, it's fine. And Dan was one of the writers. That's why you didn't come and see it. And, but like Bigfoot was in a lot of the sketches. Like Bigfoot, Dan is kind of hard to spot around here. Sometimes you can kind of catch the odor, or like kind of a shape. But like, generally he's up in the booth doing tech, because he knows that he's profoundly unfunny. Lauren, I love you. Lauren, I love you. It's such an honor to be here on a Thursday night, and Lauren Bickers is in the audience. What a fucking treat this is. She's here. She's been here every Thursday night for 1.5 years, and I love that about her. Lauren is an improv legend from Detroit. She actually sold DeLeeuw his first mescaline, and she breastfed Nichols and May, one on each titty. And she's such a Detroit legend that she knows where Jimmy Hoffa is buried. That's not a joke. That's actually true. That's just true. That's just true. And our guest of honor, Myles. Myles. You know, a mile is 5,280 feet, which is appropriate because that's what you smell like. No, I actually have known Myles the longest of anybody. We went to high school together. I'm class of 02, she's class of 01. She's a little bit older than me. And in high school, you know what, I forgot to mention while talking about my outfit that I walked past the mirror coming, like, right before the show started, and I look like I'm in fucking social distortion, and that's not okay. I didn't know, but I really do look like I'm in social distortion.
I told you.
Anyway, Myles and I were in high school together, and we were in mycology club, which is like mushroom collecting, mushroom hunting. And there was one like trip we were doing as a club, and we found this incredible sample of head of the woods. It's like this like layered, like in this glen. And she like stops me and she's like, Matt, I need to tell you something. And I'm like, what is it? And she's like, I'm straight. I'm like, what? Yeah, Myles, I fucking know. She's like, no, you don't know. I'm like, you know the Kinsey scale? I'm like, yeah, I'm gay. I know the Kinsey scale. She's like, I'm a -9. I fucking love dick, and I hate poom poom. And she said poom poom, which is weird. And then I was like, okay, reducing genders to genitals is kind of transphobic. And she was like, I am the most cisgender person there's ever been. I cannot believe your fucking birthday's in Pride Month, bitch. But really, Myles, you are a great I'm gonna read this verbatim because it's bullshit. You are a great and talented artist, and it's so sad that you're retiring. You're mean and intense and intimidating and everything else improvisers say about stand-ups. And you get shit done, and it's an impressive amount of shit, and you make me want to be more productive, so fuck you for that. Bye.
And now, joining us through video is Elliot.
Hold on, I gotta say shit, and then we do the video, dick face. Here we go. God damn it, we went through this shit! Anyway, Myles is such a beloved staple. See, I gotta get this through. Here in Detroit comedy community, even celebrities wanted to get in on the roast. Please enjoy this video message from the very relevant, not out of touch, somehow not canceled, absolutely culturally current celebrity guest. Your grandpa knows who this is, Rat Pack member, Dean Martin.
Birthday message from Dean Martin of the Dean Martin Celebrity Roast.
Hey, Myles, it's your old friend Dean Martin, and I really wish I could be there to host the celebrity roast. As many of you may know, I've been banned from Hamtramck, Michigan since 1963. And it's your old pal Dean Martin. Everyone loves Dean Martin, right? Gen Z is just clamoring. Dean Martin. And the moon hits your eye like a big pizza by Asmore. Oh, Myles, I really wish you're having the best birthday of your life. We love you, kid. We just freaking love you.
Dean, the check bounced.
Good to know. Who is this Myles anyway? Is he like a little Make-A-Wish boy? And, oh, Myles is a broad? You got a picture of him?
Or you're gonna kick that. We're being removed. Dude.
There's a marshmallow world in the window.
Please. They're calling the police.
Dean Martin, everybody. Dean Martin. Moving on to our next roaster, John. I know, yeah. Let me tell you something about John. He's the only man in my life that has sent me a 2 a.m. text saying, "You up? I just want to be friends." This is what I get for turning you on to mesh tops, isn't it, John? Yeah. Keep drinking. I love you, John. Just as a friend, though, don't want another one of your late-night small dick pics. That image could be considered child pornography of what you're packing, so please don't ever do that again. He's about to whip out that small dick energy. Give it up for John.
everybody. Wrote some roast jokes for you. So here we go. Amy, our wonderful MC. Amy is quite the strange bird. She's a Satanist. She's in burlesque, and she takes risque photos on Instagram. One time she posted a photo on Instagram with pieces of pizza covering her naked boobs. I didn't know anything could ruin pizza, but your weird boobs did. I no longer like pizza. Well, Lori, she's a jack of all trades. She's accomplished a lot in comedy in a very short period of time. She actually just recently concluded a sketch show at Go Comedy. In one of the shows, she stepped up on stage, and this is not a joke, her calf exploded. She ripped her muscle. But she soldiered on, which goes to show, no matter what God and the universe tells Lori, nothing is going to stop her from finishing a 5-week run on a terrible sketch show. Little Logan. He's our little guy. He's our little baby of the group. He was born after 9/11. Speaking of 9/11, Lori's dead mom caused 9/11. Lori's mom died on 9/11/2000. So the theory has come out that Lori's mom either planned 9/11 from beyond the grave, or she was reincarnated as Logan. Which I don't know is the biggest tragedy that hit mankind. 9/11 or the birth of Logan Monson. Logan gets naked a lot here at the Ant, and I noticed he has more hair on his stomach than I do on my entire body, and that makes me feel inadequate. Matt, he's a vegan, has a ska podcast, and plays folk music. You are the worst person alive. Moving on. Giuseppe. Giuseppe is a member of the Sabaro family. He belongs to the Sabaro pizza restaurant dynasty. Your pizza is so bad, Amy's weird tits might actually make it taste better. Jen, the lovely Jen, when we asked her about topics that we could roast her on, she said the following. Has a dog named Max. Lives in Huntington Woods. Used to be a teacher. From New York. Likes Star Wars. And reads comic books. If they wrote a comic book about her, it would be called the most boring biography ever. Goldilocks, you're a real person. You told us that you got kicked out of Oakland Community College for using cocaine, which surprises me because I thought you had to test positive for cocaine just to be accepted at OCC. Dan up in the booth. Dan's from Florida. I call him my bald Florida bitch. He doesn't perform on stage much. He's always like, I want to be in the booth, I want to be in the booth. Ended up finding out why. We set up some cameras, and he cranks it under the desk to us the entire show. This is not a joke. He is a sex pervert, and he must be stopped. the inventor of fingerless gloves called. He said you put his 5 kids through college. Shaun, you look like the Lifetime Channel movie version of Jeffrey Dahmer. And Lauren, our dear leader, she's supposed to be coaching us every Thursday, but she's just always trying to bang the karaoke guy. She claims that they're married, but I haven't been able to find anybody to corroborate the story. So just like Dan, she's on the ant-sex pest list. For your own safety, keep a lookout for them. And finally, the woman of the hour, Myles DeLeeuw. Or should I say piles of poo, because she stinks. And she also just wrapped up a 2-week show here at ANT called Women Who Drink. Well, the reviews came in, and they said it should be called Women Who Stink. In all seriousness though, Myles, you scare the shit out of me, and please don't hurt me.
Give it up for John. Let me introduce to you our next roaster, Lori. You may not know this, but Lori may look like a basic bitch who loves her Starbucks and Disney shit, but she does have a dark side. Yeah, she was raised Catholic. Ew! Ugh, bunch of groomers, gross. She has escaped the convent and she's ready to burn all the pagans! Oh wait, I'm wrong, Lori, I'm sorry. She's here to roast Myles, yes. So give her some love or she'll kill us all. It's Lori!
All right, hello everyone. Woo! First, I just want to thank Amie for being like the greatest Roastmaster. Aww. It's so nice that the home let you out. No, but in all seriousness, Nurse Jane called in. You're on tight schedule. Logan. Silly Logan. I love that you bring that Gen Z energy because as millennials, as most of us are, we hate phone calls. I don't know if you know this, but I don't like answering the phone. Well, Logan called me recently and I was actually shitting. So I replied, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm on the potty. But I just wanted to like say, like, wow, what brave for you to use the phone. Great job. Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're into ska? Wild. I never knew that about you. My nose. Matt. Oh, your perfect vision. Somebody already mentioned this, but I want to say it again because the man has 20/20 vision, but he can't see what we're all saying. Love you. John. The first time I met John, the first words out of his mouth to me were, I joined Improv because I'm 30 and lonely and I don't have any friends. No joke, for real. At Go Comedy, when he was taking classes. John, look how far you've come. Now you're 36, you're still lonely and have no friends.
You're older.
Great job aging. Giuseppe, I've been sitting next to you all night, and you're supposed to be this sex fiend who will do it with anyone. He won't even finger me under the table.
Which seats?
All right, I'll see you after the show. Jen, I went to Disney, as you all have gathered by the many Disney jokes that have already been told about me, and I paid too much money to make an authentic lightsaber. Yeah, I thought it was really cool. And then Jen schooled me, And all I gotta say now is that Jen takes her toast on the dark side. I made a pun. If I have to explain it, it's not funny. Lord Farquaad. I mean Randy. Oh my God. Randy. The authentic ginger. I am not authentically ginger.
What?
I know. I know. I know. I look it because I am very Irish, even though my last name is Polish.
I don't care.
Well, I'm telling you anyway. I just wanted to shout out that I am so jealous of your authentic gingerness because I've been stuck with this soul that I've been trying to sell to Satan and he is not getting back to me. Yes. Hey, Dan.
Hi, Rory.
I like to consider myself a very positive person, except for those, a few times where I doom people to hell. But you take the cake, and I think I figured out why. Because we were all like, why is Dan so positive? It's because you got out of Florida. Congratulations. Goldilocks. I don't know if you remember, but I was one of your henchmen.
Damn straight, you lied to me about being a ginger.
It's true. I just wanted to point out that you lost your house, your gingerbread house. And I know that's a sore subject, but I just think if maybe you stopped offering kids Coke, you could get places in life. So, key piece of advice there for you.
Bitch, you don't even know anything. Talk about my house.
Shaun, I don't know how many of you know this, but Shaun went to Michigan State. I also went to Michigan State, which, go green. Thank you. All I'm gonna say is that, what did you say?
Go white.
Go white.
Okay.
That's racist.
All I have to say is that you lived in Bowie, so roasted.
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah, in your face.
Yeah, fuck you, Shaun.
Kurt, did you know that gloves can be full-fingered? I know, it's wild. But really, I do want to thank you for always being dressed as a 90s bully, because it's come in clutch many times. That brings us to Myles.
Got you.
Or should I say Dora the Explorer? If you notice, she always has her little backpack. We got our little Dora. Myles, in all seriousness, you are my secret Santa. And on her list, the two things that stood out to me were wheat and cats. And she's a manager at Big B, and I just want to say, are you trying to take the basic bitch title from me? Because, I'm done. Watch it. Lauren, everyone's favorite aunt in the hall. That's you. Without this, none of this would be possible, so thank you. We all know you're just waiting for one of us to be Tim Robinson. So. Thanks, everyone.
And now, a word from our sponsor. Looking for a scent that's hot and fresh? Gregarious. Grand. Giuseppe. Want the smell that nobody can resist? Gentle. Genuine. Giuseppe. Looking for a fragrance that'll turn heads? Glamorous. Glam. Giuseppe. Smell like the finest in the food court with Giuseppe by Sparrow. It's Amie. Giuseppe. Giuseppe by Sparrow. Available now at all the finest airports and malls.
Thank you. I really don't think I have to introduce our next roasting talent because you already know who it is by the fact that you can just smell this zesty Italian from where you're sitting. Just go ahead, let's enjoy the smells. Oh, let's take it in. It smells like roasted garlic, ooh, yes, and skinny, legendary pizza, Sbarro, oh, yes. And that last gentleman, it smells like something like onions and ass. What is that? Oh, it's sex. That's right. Giuseppe is in the building. He is
as your Italian companion, give it up for Giuseppe.
Oh, it's Amie, Giuseppe. Let's get this roaster cooking. Let's start with Amie here, wonderful Roastmaster, whose existence answers the question, whatever happened to that goth girl from high school? If you didn't know, Amie worked in radio, and while I wouldn't be as mean to say you have the face for radio, you definitely have the haircut. Logan, mi bambino. There's been a lot of jokes on how young you are, but for me, it is not your age. It is how much adult supervision you require. You look away from this fuck and he's in handcuffs, he's in a kiddie pool getting wet, or he's wearing a diaper on the stage. Logan, look at me. We're trying to do comedy, not catch a predator. Matt is here, everybody, Matt. Matt is a vegan, which I find very funny because it seems like he's always looking for beef. You like it to argue, my friend. Maybe it's the ska, I don't know. John's here, everybody, John. Or as I like to call him, Bob Nope. John, I gotta say, you're looking nice today. I did not know Bass Pro Shop sold the bolo tie. But you know, we're very lucky to have you, John. Every comedy group needs a straight man, and they do not come as straight as you. You are like all four of the blue-collar collie men. To wrap together, you tater salad tow truck. Lori, the lying ginger. Disney recently announced that they're pushing the Avatar movies back another year. What they didn't say is because of budget cuts due to Lori canceling her next Disney vacation. They're running out of money, sis, you have to go.
Going in October.
There we go. Avatar's back up. Lori's the only woman with the audacity to say that she is not a Disney adult while wearing the Disney clothes. Gently, everybody. She is the chameleon of Ants in the Hall, truly blending into any role that we give her. I think my favorite was the Wilfred Brimley. You did such a good Wilfred Brimley that I would be worried about him giving you diabetes from beyond the grave. I come from the peninsula of Italy. We are currently in the peninsula of Michigan. But there is another peninsula that is known for headlines like Florida man vexes on ejaculate. That is where Dan is from. Dan, you're from Florida, you're bald, and you're a Kingdom Hearts fan. I think life has got you enough. Goldilocks is here. I am not seeing the woman who looks like a grown-up Spinelli from Recess. She is not here, but you are. And I'm so happy that you are, Goldilocks, because me and you, we have a lot in common. Worrying drug habits, experience with bears, and we've both died once. Yeah, you know, I like to think that we are killing it, but I think it's the other way around. I know. You know, another missing person is the tall one, a little light in the loafers. He looked like a albino praying mantis walking around like, hey. I miss him, but I will not miss his karaoke songs. He always picks the weird ones. Albino. He's a very pale. Speaking of weird karaoke choices, Kurt is here. Now, Kurt is a man of many, many, many ideas. Occasionally there's a good one in there. Most of the time it is a fever dream. We get the messages like, what if we did a Schindler's List but it had jump scares? What if we did the Terminator but with like a sexy Bugs Bunny? What if we did Avatar 2 but added a plot this time? That was one of the good ones. Where is Shaun? He disappeared.
Yeah, where you are? Oh, there he is.
Shaun, you are my mustachioed brother, and I would read you. But as you know, there's a code amongst people with mustaches. We must not be mean to each other. Plus, I have seen you use a whip on stage, and I would like to keep my eyes, you dangerous motherfucker.
Very true.
Randy is here! It's a surprise to everyone here. Did you know that Randy is actually short for, has anyone seen Randy? Did you know that Randy is short? That is the end of the sentence. We cannot forget about Lauren in the audience. Lauren is our fearless leader, almost fearless. I see the fear in her eyes when Logan is doing things. He said it's shenanigans, but Lauren, we learned. Handcuffs make a great babysitter. And that brings us to the woman whose birthday it is. You know, when you brought the idea of the roast to us, most of us, we say yes because we're your friends. John, he said yes because he's too afraid to say no. But you know, you're a very intimidating woman. I think the phrase dick stepper on her was thrown around. And I have to say, if that is true with your marketing skills, most successful OnlyFans, you can stop working at Bickers. I would like to roast you further, but like I said, there's a code amongst people with mustaches that is not go too high. So I will leave you with this. Buon compleanno, amico mio. Happy birthday, my friend.
Giuseppe, everyone, Giuseppe. You better hold on tight because our next roaster, Jen, may just get nutso. Jen is originally from New York, so you know she's about to come up here and call us all backwoods bitches. Sometimes that New Yorker comes out, like just last week, I accidentally cut her off backstage and she yelled, "I'm walking here!" And then she stuck me with a dirty needle again. Please don't do that again, Jen, please. Get up here, you dirty Yankees fan. Come on up here, Jen.
So, I'm gonna say this was my first time doing stand-up, and I wanna name it, because I want you to feel the palpable discomfort. I want you to feel even more nervous than I am right now. And since we're all here together watching improv on a Thursday night, I'm gonna hazard a guess that we've all seen its terrible amateur stand-up, and so now I'm gonna make you even more uncomfortable. And here's why. I'm not gonna roast these bozos because I love this group of weirdos. So I'm gonna tell you why. All right. So Amie, thank you for being our MC tonight. Amie keeps our asses organized and manages the shiznit out of our socials. I love her tall girl confidence, and as someone who can barely fill out a training bra, I'm truly jealous of those cantaloupe-sized titles. Logan, the young one of the group. A man so young he can't rent a car for another 3 years, and I feel weird calling him a man.
You said you weren't gonna row!
I'm gonna tell you about why I love him. I wish I had the confidence that he has now when I was his age. I used to be so uncomfortable in my body, I still am now, but not Logan. In one of our first shows, he was asked to play the New Year's baby. And so for his costume, he went out to the local CVS and bought and wore actual adult diapers on stage. No one asked him to do this.
Three of them.
Yeah. And also, he never answered the question of what happened to the diapers afterwards. So, since he hasn't yet taken a bathroom break tonight, I will leave it to your imagination.
They served their purpose.
And now Matt, the aunt I've known the longest. As he mentioned, we go back to intro-level improv classes back at Go. And even then, he was been funny, confident performer, and his ability to write a catchy tune at the drop of the hat is truly a gift. He wrote our earworm of a theme song, and even that 7th inning stretch song that didn't quite stick. So good luck. We're still counting on you to write an Ants in the Hall musical, and that one's for the OGs. I heard someone remember the good luck. We're counting on you. If you know, you know. It was Lauren. It was Lauren. Thank you, Lauren. You remember how awesome that was. Oh, and Jess. Jess is back there. Jess. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're right. We all have to roast Jess.
All right, John. So people might, I thought they were going to make fun of him because he has a room filled with toy dinosaurs. Yes, he's a 36-year-old man with a room full of toy dinosaurs. And ladies, he is single. But when you're roasting him about this, what I think is actually what's so amazing about this and why he's actually a catch. It's because somehow, in the year of our Lord 2023, when everything has gone to shit, there are bans on our bodies, on our race, on our teaching, on our gender norms, he has still managed to keep his sense of childlike wonder. And maybe that's because he's a 6-foot-tall white guy and the world is built for guys who... But still, you gotta love it. Lori, one of our nicest, funniest, and most genuine people you'll ever meet. And even though she might dress like Miss Frizzle, she likes to let you know that she does have a dark side. She's like a rainbow sparkle bonbon with a creamy Satanist filling that will tell you the most sadistically funny dead mom jokes while she laughs and you look horrified. Giuseppe Sbarro. It is an honor to have you, the scion of the Sparrow Empire, here with us today. I know we've had our differences in the past, like when you screwed me over in your will reading after you were murdered. But at least you and that taxidermied skunk sitting on your head survived the trip from Great Lakes Crossing Food Court to join us here tonight. Randy, our surprise late addition to tonight's show. We're so glad that you could make it. Finding out that you were coming tonight was the little ginger cherry on top of the Myles birthday Sunday. Your laugh is contagious, and I'm glad to have your laughter be patient zero and infect these ding-dongs with our comedic super spreader event all night long. Dan, the Danager, our resident tech booth expert who seems to genuinely love life to an extreme. Sometimes his positivity is a little too aggressive. He doesn't do it to the ladies, but to the men, he'll like shake them until they're happy. At least to me, maybe he does it to you. So I came from a sarcastic and very self-deprecating household where overt expression and physical touch between other people was not encouraged. But maybe when you grow up in that sunshine state, you can't help but shine a little bit of your sun on everyone else. So thank you, Dan. Goldilocks is here. She is the baddest bitch in the Enchanted Forest. So thank you for always being my guiding light, always having my back, and even when I'm wrong. And for, of course, always having the best co-cook hookup in the 313. You're a real one. I love you, bitch.
I have business cards for money.
We also have Shaun.
Woo!
Another one of our genuinely nice white men. You know, we're an improv troupe, so we needed a few more. Shaun has so many hobbies that I can't keep track of them. He's got his improv, his jiu-jitsu, or taekwondo, or, okay, Taibo. He was glass blowing. I think he even shocked himself installing his own electrical wiring a few months ago. If you have any tips for how you keep up your energy or illicit drugs you can pass my way, just let me know. And now we've got Kurt. Kurt has, I don't know if we've alluded to his karaoke experiences, but I don't know if you've ever actually seen them, and because of it, I think we need to crown a new name for it. For an example, His apex mountain of his Kurt karaoke-ness was one time he read Nixon's resignation speech verbatim to a packed bar full of horrified and enraptured patrons.
To be fair, he was reading along to a video of it with closed captions.
Yes. He didn't have it memorized. So I think we should call this Kurt's Crazy Karaoke, and we should abbreviate it to KKK. Because it's so crazy that it has to be spelled with a K, and K's a good letter, and we should take it back from those racists.
Yeah. Chant it! I just heard it. I'm sorry.
And then Myles, our woman of the hour. What can I say that hasn't already been said? She's a quintuple, maybe sextuple threat. She does stand-up, she acts, she's improv, she writes, she directs, and she has the voice of a smoky angel when she belts it out at karaoke. She is truly the full ball-busting package, and it's an honor to celebrate you tonight. Keep scaring the crap out of the men here, and have a wonderful 29th birthday.
Give it up again, yes, oh yeah. You know what, we might have to make some adjustments for our next roaster, because my tall baby giraffe ass, Randy, is a fun-sized ginger who is also a snappy dresser. I mean, it is easy to dress well when you shop in the little boys section. So. But being a ginger and a fantastic dresser who is funny as hell makes me glad to know this pocket-sized Conan O'Brien. Eh? Are you standing up, Randy? No, not yet, no. I can't really tell. Screw you up here, Randy.
All right, thank you, Amie. And that's funny because it's actually true. I do shop in the little boys section and I get great deals. So, so first, I guess I'll start with Amie. Amie, I think you're amazing. I love how tall you are. I think that it's cool that you're tall but spooky. It's kind of like you're like a sexy Babadook. Logan. You're one of my best friends. I'm glad that we're friends. I don't know if this will make sense to anybody else, but you give off sexy Garfield. I think it's the eyebrows with the personality.
He loves his lasagna.
Yeah.
Hey Monday.
Matt, ever since my first time working with you during Bigfoot Unmasked, I always thought, oh, this guy is exciting. It's kind of like a scary movie when we hang out. Like, it's exciting, I'm on edge, I don't know what's gonna happen next. So, yeah, that's about all for that. John, you're the only guy that I could, like, go into, like, dumb sports with and not have a panic attack while looking for, like, stuff. So I just want you to know I appreciate that factor. Shaun, you look like Ned Flanders. Goldilocks, your hair is great. It gives off like cigarette mom. Jen, I have nothing bad to say about you because you are so great. I do know that you collect ducks, but I think that that's pretty cool actually because I collect Baby Groot stuff, so. Let's see, Giuseppe, I have nothing bad to say about you either. I think that you are a perfect representation of Italian Americans. Lori, I love the way you dress, but I also kind of think that it reminds me of like if an American Girl doll took mushrooms. Kurt, this one's not really a joke, it's more of just an observation. I don't know how old you are, and I couldn't guess if I tried. Like, I know you're older than me, but I'm not even gonna try. You've just got this timeless energy. Lauren, my improv mom. I want you and Scott to adopt me. Yeah, period. Adopt all of us. Dan, you are probably like the nicest person I know, but you also laugh like a maniac. It's terrifying. And finally, Myles. First of all, happy birthday. Second of all, I just want to say, for like being a cisgender woman, you are definitely the toughest man I know. If I got into a fight with anybody, like I would not call any of my guy friends, like I would call you, because you would tear them apart. So, happy birthday, you're awesome. We all love you. I think everybody's been roasted here.
Randy's here. Holy shit. Okay. Where's Randy? Oh, you sat down. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. So, Dan was supposed to be roasting. So I have some notes for you, Dan, or otherwise known as the Danager. Is not from around here either. As you know, Dan originally hails from America's Wang, Florida. Yes. Which is pretty fitting because when you look at Dan, he looks like a cartoon cock with a big bald head of his, you know, walking around. Now you have to, stand completely strong and long, Dan. We're just gonna make fun of you. But I hear you do curve to the right slightly, but that's your politics. Sorry. Dan, we love you. Do you have anything to say for Myles or anything like that? Should I just keep going, Dan? You want to laugh maniacally into the mic?
Fuck you guys.
All right, moving on. So you may know our next roaster from our past show, Snow Bear, where she OD'd on stage and you all just sat there and laughed. What the fuck? That was crazy.
Fucking bitches!
I know. Goldilocks is kind of having a bad go of it because she stopped using Dan's head to do coke off of. Now she uses John's small dick for a baby bomb. So she might be a little testy on that. Let's get her up and moving before we have to get Kurt to stab her with an adrenaline needle for the third time. I'm really starting to think you're liking it, Goldilocks. Anyway, welcome, Goldilocks!
I'm a little high, so I might go out of order. We'll start with Logan. Logan is so young, he doesn't even remember dial-up.
Go roasted!
Matt, I heard you're a vegan, and the thing I find the most annoying about vegans is how they think they're better than everyone else. They're so high and mighty because they don't consume animal products. Well, I got news for you. No matter how many burgers you don't eat, I'll eat twice as many and cancel you out. And the earth is so fucked, like, why not enjoy yourself a little bit? Eat some goddamn meat. We're all gonna burn up in a fucking flame and burn out from all this fucking global warming. Jesus fucking Christ.
Give a pie now.
John, I've been learning about people as we go along this roast. John collects dolls. And as a fairy tale character with dolls made in her likeness, I find that highly offensive. Just another white man treating dolls like property. I wouldn't be surprised if he has a highly realistic sex doll that he has his way with every Thursday night when he goes home.
like the problem there.
You know, you live and you learn. You live and you learn, little gingerbread man. Jen, it makes me so mad when someone is so nice. Like, I feel like a real bitch for being jealous of someone like Jen, you know? She's got it all. She's got a husband, a house in Huntington Woods, and even a dog named Max. You know what? I'm lucky to have $1 in my pocket that says shut up my fucking nose. Jesus fucking Christ. You know, Giuseppe, have you ever eaten at a fucking Sbarro? I was on my way to rehab for the 3rd time in Ohio. We stopped there. And well, I still haven't eaten there either because I was busy puking in the back of the car into a fucking plastic bag with withdrawals.
It was Ohio, not the pizza.
You say so. I don't know. Lori has a dead mom. Jealous of others. But do you know how many times I wished my bitch-ass mom was dead? It would have came in real handy that day I broke into the Bears' house and ate all their porridge. A hungry orphan is much more tolerated than some hungry, drunk, strung-out bitch with a coke habit who climbed into the window of the wrong house again because she can't find her fucking keys. Those ring alarm systems are ruining my fucking life. And Kurt, I've never met a guy so adverse to fashion. He wears cargo shorts 365 days a year with fingerless gloves and wonders why he's typecasted. Maybe try pants sometime? I don't know. Oh, before last but not least, Dan. Dan is a really lucky guy that he got to grow up in such a beautiful place. I love Florida. There's no place else on earth like it. You know, you wake up in the middle of the night, you're on a bender, you walk outside of your hotel room, and, you know, there's a hooker there dressed in a bikini like Mickey Mouse you can buy more cocaine from! It's fucking awesome! Fucking love Florida, just magical place. And last but not least, we have Myles. Woo! Who the fuck is this bitch? How conceited do you have to be to make a whole fucking show about yourself? This should be the fucking Goldilocks show. That's right, all about me. Me. I heard she can do it all. But has she ever given fellatio to 2 guys outside Applebee's for cocaine? I didn't think so. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna rename this the Goldilocks show. Thank you, everyone.
You didn't bring me a bump, Goldie. What the fuck? Anyway. Our next roaster, Shaun, may look like Ned Flanders with that mustache, but let me tell you, he is far from innocent. That poon broom has given so many mustache rides. He's widely known as the Belle Isle Giant Slide. Because the ride is gonna burn your legs, slam you around, and there are surprisingly too many kids getting hurt on that thing. Get on up here, Shaun, and give us a rough ride.
Well, we're here. It's a roast. Yeah, you can leave. It's fine. Yeah, this day is super special because it's Miles' birthday, and she was all excited for us to try stand-up or whatever, so she was going to give us all tips on how to be better at it at the rehearsal, which I, couldn't make it, thankfully, but it's okay, I wasn't going to listen to them anyway. I decided not to write anything because I just figured that, whatever you suggested was going to be terrible. So. Let's start with Logan. Yeah, Logan's a little baby boy. He's like 22, he's a little child. It's like every time I'm with everybody here, it's like being on VeggieTales, kind of. This little like cartoon character, Logan. We've got a little like tiny carrot running around. This big Italian asparagus, I'm not learning anything though, I swear to you. I'm not gonna. And yeah, just like VeggieTales, this is a very, white-centric show. And we have Warren to thank for that. Thank you, Warren, for only casting white people. And yes, I'm including Jen. Her notes on the drive were just a CIA, worksheet fact book thing from, when I was in 8th grade. And they're like, what do you know about Angoria? It's just, she lives in Huntington Woods. Okay. Who else? Yeah, Kurt, I don't know. Yeah, he lives in a dumpster out back. I don't know, he's still rummaging for clothes, but no one's throwing out anything good, It's all just Randy's hand-me-downs, they don't fit, And of course we've got Dan, the man so attractive and talented we threw him in the booth so we couldn't see or hear from him. He's from Florida, we all know that. I kind of suspected that Myles will end up there. She is somebody who I think has BME. I think Myles has big moo-moo energy. I've seen her one day just wearing a moo-moo and chasing, I don't know, alligators around with a rolling pin or something. Yeah, I don't know. Working with Myles is like, I don't know, having a sailor hired to command a ship, but I don't know any good sea shanties, so I feel like I was robbed. But I don't know. Myles is keeping to the Florida theme, she apparently, allegedly, a tree attacked her home, and sadly it missed. But if you told me that she drove a mobile home drunk into a tree, I would believe that too. I'd say it's far more likely. I don't know. I didn't see the tapes. So, who else we got? Oh, Giuseppe. Giuseppe's here from Sbarro. The last Sbarro I went to was actually, fun fact, 2 months beforehand. It was at the top of the Twin Towers. That was the last Sbarro's I was in. And it's suspicious that I haven't seen one since, Giuseppe. Yeah, this roast was a good idea. I enjoy enabling Myles' narcissism. It's really fun. It's all she demands of everyone. It's why she's single. I don't know. Man. I had something else, I think.
Mustache rides for everyone!
Yeah, I don't know. It's been fun. Who else we got left? I don't know. Yeah, Matt does ska. That's the only thing you'll ever hear from him. I've only heard it 15 times today. And if I have to hear one more time that Mustard Plug, I swear to God, you open for them, that's nice.
I do know Mustard.
I prefer Happy roast.
Thank you.
I do have to say that Myles is an incredibly talented individual who works very hard at comedy, and I really hope that you're super successful so that you can leave and never see you again.
That was always serious about the mustache rides. You're giving those out, right?
Right.
Damn straight.
It's not free. It's not free.
I know. So, we're gonna get into it, folks. We are coming up on our last batch of roaster here. Our beloved wild card, Kurt. Yes. This man is responsible for shows that could consist of 50 one-minute acts, or simulated dog sex, or both. You just never know what he's gonna pull out of those cargo shorts of his. So, brace yourselves, it's Kurt! See what I mean? He's got a bucket of blood?
Welcome to the Ant Jam, starting every Thursday night at 9 o'clock. Boy, I sure hope nothing goes wrong with it the very first week it's gonna happen, but if anybody wants to pull a slip of paper out of there and sign your name up, we'll be doing some short form jams after this. I love all you guys, I really do, individually and as a group. Logan, you're our bisexual, compliant, baby little boy. Anybody that's ever met Logan knows that he's like a sweetheart and like he has you completely fooled, because like not a lot of people know Logan fucks. Like Logan fucks. Like not too long ago, Logan got trapped on a high-low where he works, and he couldn't go down for a long time, so we all entertained him on Slack. And I'll let you know, I'll tell you, he would go down on anybody in here if they only asked nicely.
Are you allowed to say that?
No. I'll tell you what, Logan gets naked in over half of the shows that he's in, so I'd like to throw down a gauntlet.
Oh my God.
For the rest of my set. Your room, sir. John looks like if a wacky, waving, inflatable arm flailing tube man had a child with another incredibly untalented, wacky, waving, inflatable arm tube man. And that child just started running around and yelling. Alex is a character. Alex is a great character. Alex has one character. Just the one. Alex has just the one. It's a great character. It's really just the one
character.
Alex has a fragrance all of his own. Giuseppe has a fragrance all of his own. It's called frothing anal lube. Jen is one of the hardest working people in our group, really. And like she really keeps the group together. She's magical. She's like magical, like if those kids in the Frosty the Snowman song just like put that hat on like a mayonnaise white bread sandwich and it just began to like just shuffle awkwardly, you know, like Amy's a Satanist. I don't know if you all know that Amy's a Satanist, or that's really just another way of saying I'm a privileged white person who fetishizes being marginalized. Alistair Crowley said, do what thou wilt, which is sad because nobody will do her. Amy's so horny. She lives in Flint, Michigan, which is the only place where the pipes are maintained less than hers. Randy used to, I don't know if a lot of people know this, Randy used to design wedding cakes for people. He used to make wedding cakes for people, and then he would charge extra to stand on top of it throughout the entire ceremony. Dan, are you wearing a hat? Like, I think this is the first time I remember you not wearing a hat. I mean, not because you wear a hat a lot, just because most of your performances are just so not memorable. Abby's had more cocaine run through her than a Guatemalan submarine. Abby overdosed once, which leads us to the conundrum that we nar can, but nar should Shaun has this bit where he likes to go on the internet and dress like a luchador wrestler that's like a wrestler from Mexico, making him the most ethnically diverse member of Mexico. Lauren, our fearless leader, our general, Lauren Bickers, everybody. Really, we haven't given her enough hands this evening. Not a lot of people know. Lauren and I go way back. We used to work at a bookstore together, like in the turn of the millennium, which is like a lifetime ago. It's literally a lifetime of some of the people that I perform up here with. And and led me to see her in a performance here at Planet Ant back in 2002, and I found it very inspiring, and it inspired me not to step foot into another improv theater for 16 years.
16 years.
You got much better, Lauren. Much better. Matt. Matt had a huge weight loss journey recently, and we figured out it was just due to him shedding a successful music career. Lori, you have more dumb shit written on you than the walls in the men's bathroom here. But speaking of places where hundreds of improvisers have dumped their loads, we're here to honor Myles. Myles is a great broad back. Wait, I'm sorry. Broad. Oh, Myles has a great broad back. Yeah. I don't know what's bigger, Myles' back or Myles' dick. So like like a year and a half ago or something like that, there was a windstorm and it crushed Myles' house and like killed her sister and her feet rolled up and there was a whole really slipper situation. But like, I want everybody in the room, performers, everybody, do me a favor, get out your phones and get ready to take a picture. Please do this, please, really, this is audience participation time. Get out your cell phones, get ready to take a picture, zoom in on me. Ready? Are we doing it? Because Planet Ant held a GoFundMe. In the Planet Ant community, I love everybody here. They came up with $1,200 to get Myles back on her feet. Myles knows more about getting knocked down twice and standing up 3 times than anybody I know. So to honor that, I've set up a GoFundMe. It's the Myles GoFundMe to drop another tree on the home of Myles DeLeeuw. And
how much does it cost?
Oh, however much you want to put in. The goal is $1,200. So. Myles really is one of the most talented people I know, and makes us. You make me look really good up here. You make all of us look really good up here, and we owe you a lot. And yeah, thank you.
Give it up for Kurt Cargo Shorts. That's right. Finally, it is time to welcome the woman of the hour to the mic to show us all why she is our beloved cunt and the woman that scares John the most. Only because she wins all the member measuring contests because she's got the biggest rod of them all. Here comes the dick stepper, Myles.
Thank you for being here. My spanks are so up my vagina right now, I can't even fucking breathe, but we're here. I forgot my fucking glasses, so we'll just see how this goes, all right? Amie, thank you for being the Roastmaster this evening. I'm glad your career as a porn star didn't work out so you could join us here at Ants in the Hall. I met Amie on a film shoot here, actually at Planet Ant. Yes, it was a gay film. No, it wasn't starring us. If the amount of times Amie could talk about radio would save radio, radio would be saved. Everyone keeps saying I'm intimidating. I didn't learn this until very recently, but I guess it's true. I just don't understand how they could be intimidated by me when fucking female Godzilla herself is hosting this roast tonight. Thank you, Amie. Logan, when we auditioned for the launch group together at Go Comedy this year, we had the first scene of son and mother, and the fact that you so quickly jumped into the mother role, it did confirm you were a bisexual for me. You're my best partner to improv with here on Ants in the Hall, though I know I do carry the team. We made out in Italian Star Wars, don't tell my husband, and I was so fucking worried afterward that I was gonna get beard rash gonorrhea. If you could just use a moisturizer would be my only note. Thank you. Matt Wixson, I know Michael was checking all the young males' IDs here tonight, so we're safe. I had to do it, I'm sorry. And your own notes about yourself, you wrote, a fan of Kanye West before the Jew thing. And if that doesn't tell you the type of person Matt is, I'll come back to it. Ellen couldn't be here tonight because her husband was taking her on another fucking vacation. So, I'm not bitter. John, the only person who will talk more shit than my dad after a few beers, brother. You know, sometimes I think you're just a mad white man, but how can you be mad when you have a literal toy room at home? My parents destroyed my toy room at like 9 years old, PTSD up the ass. I'm pretty sure they just gave the Barbies to you. Lori, if y'all don't know this about me, my mom almost died a few years ago. I did my first half hour here at Planet Ann about it. I'm very proud of myself. My mom was supposed to come out at the end. She inevitably did, but she got so drunk. She made me stall, her words. And if my mother had died, I'm pretty sure you and I would just be the same person. Except I do have better taste and I will not be going to Disney World this year. Giuseppe, you Italian Jeff Goldblum wannabe motherfucker. When you suggested bringing this up here at the roast, how could we say no? When we killed you off, though, the first time, we should have just kept you dead. That being said, Giuseppe, you're the only ants in the hall I would fuck.
I got a poke ready for you.
Thank God. Jen, you're so fucking nice and you're quiet. Fuck you. Jen, when our writer's room, said she used to be a social studies teacher, so you firsthand would know how terrible white people are. And you're still here in the cast with all of us tonight, so thank you. Randy, you gay little bitch. In true Randy fashion, Randy asked last night if they could be at the roast tonight. So here they are, everyone. Dan, you're in the booth tonight. God damn it. I wanted Dan to be on this stage so fucking bad, you guys don't even understand. So, everyone keeps saying how nice Dan is. Well, nobody here has actually run the booth for a Dan show but Giuseppe, so you can all go fuck yourselves. Dan is the prime example of a man who wants to run this shit himself, and I just have to sit there and look pretty, okay? Kayla had to drop because she was scared of the weather. Well, the tree fell on my goddamn house. It fucking rained, all right. Goldilocks came back from Snow Bear, another character we should have just killed off and left. Where did that fucking voice come from? And throw it back there.
Goldilocks. Shaun, the literal representation of an engineer as a white man in America. I guess I am intimidating, I'm learning, but Shaun would not hold my hand in the Lifetime movie episode until the show. Okay, I get it, you like skinny white bitches, okay? I'm sorry. You're a very handy man, but you know what? It would be way more attractive if you would just grow out your mustache into a beard or something, please. Kurt, I'm fucking so sorry we have ripped into your Ant Jam time. Really, I am. Because I know how fucking annoying it is when somebody's show runs long here at Planet fucking Ant, okay? I'm really so sorry, but boy oh boy, I have never met someone with more opinions on a fucking script he wasn't gonna work one goddamn second on. But let me tell you, if you check that Slack at 12 a.m., there will be a Schindler's List with surprises on there. I would talk to Kurt more, but I would have to answer his 3 fucking riddles first. I just can't figure them out. Lauren, thank you for coaching us. You have been amazing. And we know you're the reason anything gets fucking done here at Planet Ant. I wish you were an LGBTQ flag so Darren would fucking message you back sooner. That's all I have to say. This has been a once-in-a-lifetime event for me, and I just want to say, shut the fuck up. Thank you for coming to my 29th birthday party. It is Saturday, so please wish me a happy birthday on Facebook then. I just want to say, if you put your name in the bucket, we'll be calling up Ant Jammers soon. I can't thank you all enough for being here. This has been your newest episode of Ant and All. Thank
Thank you for joining us for the roast of Myles, DeLeeuw. Look at these assholes. Stick around for karaoke in the Ghost Light and put your name in for the Ant Jam. We'll see you next week for Shakespeare in the Hall.